Yo, welcome everyone to a brand new video, and today it's time for WOR Abu Dhabi, and to go. It's been a long time since we have been racing in WOR. Last time we ended up in the wall in Bahrain. So hopefully we can do it a bit better this time around. Abu Dhabi, good track for me, especially in the race qualifying, a bit struggling, but this is our first Q1 lap. Just get a solid banker in, doing a 22.824, which is alright, but we dropped to P15, and now this is our final Q1 run we can do. And we had a little moment there in the first corner, first sector, also not a dude, 259. Still half a tenth up of Luke Smith, his Delta, who's in P13. Now a long straight, just preparing the chicane, braking on the curb, third gear, trying to keep it tight. Open up the second corner, fourth gear and exit, using all the curb there, opening up the DRS, and that was quite good. We're also up with quite a bit, 0.516 split, and I was quite happy with that. I was pretty high on wings, so the last sector was usually quite good. And now this is probably the hardest part of this circuit, the double left hand there. Really easy to invalidate and to unsettle the car. And now only one corner to go, fourth gear, up to fifth on exit, and we're gonna cross the line. And this was quite a good lap. We're up to P3 in this Q1 session. So that gave me quite some confidence to put it in P4 at the end in Q1. And yeah, that lap was, I was really happy with it. The 0.57 in Q1, I don't think that's any close to bad. So yeah, let's head on to Q2 then. So in Q2 we have done our first 2 laps, one on used, one on fresh softs, and wasn't too good. We are in P12, and yeah, we need a good improvement here if we still want to make it to Q3. So this chicane again, taking it a bit more cautious than in Q1, so we lost a bit of time there. In Q1 of course we did a 5-1 split, I reckon, and now we're doing a 5.05, but in Q2 you have more grip, so it's not looking too good, to be honest, for a Q2 lap. Dropping to P13 now. And again, this double left hand, taking a bit too much inside curb down entry. The rest of the corner is good. Only 2 corners to go. Then this final corner, fifth gear, we're having a bit of understeer down entry again. And I'm gonna cross the line, and it's still P15. Only 44 thousandths of Ikebayana.
That close?
Yeah. But now you guys will see why. So it was me, Danny Beresney and Ben Sabu who all did the exact same lap time, as you can see there. P13, 14 and 15. All the same lap time, and then it's 8 thousandths to P12, so it's insanely close. Just one mistake less and we would have made it into Q3. And it's just a shame that my Q1 lap was better than my Q2 lap, but yeah, it is what it is. We're gonna be starting in P14 because Max Wiesel had a 5-place grid penalty, and as you can see, this is the starting grid of the top 10, with Thomas Ronnaar doing a 0.901 with an insane last sector. I don't know how he does it, but just insane. And yeah, let's get into the race. So here we are then at the start, starting at P14 on the hard tires. There are 5 red lights, and away we go. Seems like our start is alright. is from Pookie going side by side with us. We're just having a look up the inside there. Not ideal. There's a Ferrari going very slow, going up the inside, but having to take it very cautious. Now going really wide to avoid everyone, but still getting hit there.
Oh,
and if we're gonna have a look back at it, as you can see, we are very wide here. And in the top left, you can see it's Jack West and Max Weiss were up the inside of me. And then they probably make contact, and it's Jack West who hit us there. So it's unfortunate. Yeah. Nothing to do about it anymore. But there's a virtual safety car. And these two probably had an illegal overtake on me, so they had to let me through again. But you can see in the top left we are all the way back in P18.
Well,
and if we didn't get hit there, I think we would have been in quite a good position. Because we avoided it quite well.
6 seconds.
And yeah, we just went really wide there, just tried to avoid everyone. But unfortunately we still got hit there. But yeah, just have to put our head down.
6 seconds.
P18, and yeah, just have to move on from here. And then skipping a couple corners ahead, you can see there is someone in the AlphaTauri who is battling really hard with everyone. Not sure who it was, but he has damage and he's gonna go into the pits. And it was Jackie West. And then Philip Presnader, he said he didn't have any practice. He got a very late call to do this race. He didn't have any practice, so I thought let's just get past him ASAP, just in case he makes a mistake. Of course, when you don't have any practice, mistakes quite easy to make. But you can also see Daniel ahead of us now, and Iker Bayena in front of that is 3 seconds ahead. So that's quite a big gap, and yeah, we just need to try and close it, because if we don't, then we can just start battling for P14, but that's a bit pointless. So in lap 2 the gap is around 3 seconds, and then 2 or 3 laps later the gap is only 1.6 seconds, so we're gaining around 3 to 3.5 tenths a lap to the cars ahead of us. So we are doing quite some good pace there, I would say. Of course using ERS to try and close it, but there was Xander who had an incident and he spun. But that's actually very good for us, because now we can just follow him when he is trying to close the gap. But now you can see the gap is 9.5 tenths, so we make a little mistake here. And we're gonna miss out on DRS by only 11 thousandths of a second. So yeah, that's
started again.
Very bad from my side there. So now again we need to start pushing, just because of that mistake we made there. And I think Daniel now, he's only 3.5 tenths behind, and he's probably been saving a bit because I was the one pushing the whole time until now. And he is gonna go for a move, just gonna let him pass so he can close the gap, and we can just follow him to get back into the DRS. And now in lap 12 you can see cars ahead battling very hard, almost going 3 wide there. In the third sector. Could be one of them having damage, not sure what was happening, but they have also lost the DRS now to the cars ahead. So that's not ideal, as we are in P15 and I think the first guy in the strain is like P9. So yeah, not a lot of points to fight for at this moment, as they are still battling quite hard. And there's Ismail Fassi, and he has damage, so he's gonna move out of the way, let everyone through, just to not hold up too many other people. So now very bunched up, and I was hoping for them to just try to close the gap again to the train, but we'll see what's gonna happen with that. Now lap 14, pit window between 14 and 17 or 18 I would say. So Xander's going into the box now. He's going for a very aggressive undercut, probably to try and get back into the DRS of the cars further up ahead. Now in lap 15 Daniel goes into the pits, and now we have a gap of 1.3 seconds to the car ahead, so we need to try and close that. But as you can see at the end of this lap we have managed to close it. But they are also going to go into the pits. We're going to stay out for one more lap, push the push with the battery. And now we are going to go in as well, as we got a track limits warning there for some interesting reason, don't know why, but we can probably remove it if we can, if we get another warning, and that results in a penalty. So we're gonna go into the pits, and we're adjusting our front wing as you can see there, but apparently that holds you up a bit, so probably like 3/10. Not ideal, but we got a tire advantage now over the cars we were fighting. But the undercut is very powerful, as you can see, because now Ben Sabo is 3 seconds ahead, and I think going into the pits he was 1 second ahead, so we get a 2 seconds undercut on me. And Iker Bayana behind, he also went into the pits ahead of me, so I'm not sure what has happened there. But he has lost quite some time. It's not enough time for front wing damage or anything, so not sure what's happened. But now you can see the gap to Benz was 3.6 seconds in lap 18, and now in lap 25 we closed the gap again, and the gap is only 5/10 now. But of course we are very low on battery, as we just had to push everything to try and get back into it, and we are in P13 now and Daniel is in P10, so we are just fighting for 1 point here. And we are right behind Xander. We have saved around 7% ERS in 1 lap, so we gained quite a bit. But now just need to try and get past them as soon as possible, because it's already lap 26 of 29, and Xander has around 3 laps older tires than me, so he's gonna move out of the way, which is very nice from him. So we move up to P12 now, right behind Benz, and the 27, they are starting to get closer to each other now. And I was just trying to stay as close as possible without using ERS, so they had to use a bit of theirs, trying to stay ahead of each other. And now here they're going side by side through this long left-hander. And I was thinking maybe I can gain 1 position from here. So I was thinking about going down the inside here, but just not the best corner to do so. Just gonna stay behind for now. So 1 lap later, lap 28. They're still going defensive. They were not really using their battery, and as I was below 20%, they are probably higher on ERS than me at this point. But you can see the traction we get out of these corners with 1 lap pressure tires is really good, or even 2 lap pressure tires compared to Daniel. And now again, long left-hander going side by side again. So same scenario, trying to gain 1 position here, and this time we are gonna go down the inside of Benz here. But yeah, you can see it's just really hard to make a move through there, and I gave him a slight tap there. Luckily didn't lose a lot of time from it. But yeah, only 1 lap to go now, and we are on P12, so we need to gain 2 positions if we still want to score a point here.
Ben's on about 20%.
And yeah, we are quite low on ERS. Probably the same for the cars up ahead, but they will be they will have more ERS than me probably. So now this hairpin important exit for the long straight, didn't get it too well there, but we are still gonna drain the battery now, trying to get past As you can see, I don't think Benz is using a lot of his battery at this moment. But we are flashing ready. We're gonna try to go around the outside. And then having the inside of this corner, make a little bit of contact there. And now we're side by side, but Benz has more ERS than us. He saved it a bit better than me. And now we're gonna try to just go around the outside through this long left hander. Of course we have the tire advance of 1 lap. And now it seems like we've made the move done. Around the outside in the long left hander there. And at this point he doesn't really have any overtaking opportunity anymore. Unfortunately we couldn't get past Daniel anymore. If we had 1 or 2 laps more, then maybe we could have, but it is what it is. We're gonna cross the line at P11. Just about missing out on points here, so unfortunately, but it is what it is. I've heard that cars up ahead probably will get penalties for causing collisions. So maybe after Stewart's decisions we will still score some points here, so that would be good. It's Thomas who won the race, so GG's to him, and Alvaro and Nicolas, GG's to them for the podium. So it is what it is. It's P11. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will catch you guys soon.